So the summer of Superman continues with the release of Supergirl #1. I was really excited to get my hands on it, but after reading it, I gotta say, it's really bad. Let's talk about this today here in the Geek Corner. Hey there everybody, it's Rev Kev. Welcome back to the channel. So, Summer of Superman continues with the release of Supergirl #1. I was really excited about this series starting up. I was a fan of Supergirl during the New 52 run and even the Rebirth run. I thought kind of both versions of that, they did a really good job of helping Supergirl kind of stand out on her own. Even though the series both didn't really do great, I thought it was a good attempt to revitalize the character. And, you know, the Superman family really struggles with just too many characters in that title. I mean, you got Superman, you got Superboy, his son, John Kent, you got the Asian Superman, you got the two little kids from Warworld, you got Steel, you got his daughter, you've got Supergirl, you got Power Girl, you got Lois Lane, who's become Superwoman. There's just too many of them, and so none of them get any story time. So I was excited that they were going to do Supergirl in her own standalone issue. Now, one of the things that I kind of liked, but it doesn't work in the modern DC continuation of the story, is they kind of went back and paid homage to Supergirl kind of pre-crisis. So they had some weird things like her having this brush that could just automatically change her hair color from being a blonde to a brunette. And because she had that in pre-crisis, but it was literally in a top drawer and she's like, oh, I thought I lost this. That's pretty bad. And then also back in front of her parents' house is a hollowed out empty tree that she could store her Supergirl costume in. So again, kind of the campy stuff of the 70s and 80s, which is great, but it just doesn't fit with the current storyline timeline of DC Comics. So I just felt it was a nice attempt, kind of pay tribute to some old stuff, but it just fell very flat. Especially, oh, I thought I lost this. Boom, here it is in the top drawer of your dresser in your bedroom. Anyways, moving on. Other reason why I found this pretty bad is the problem that Supergirl seems to constantly deal with is nobody knows how old she is. We've seen in some previous issues, I can't remember if it was in Rebirth or New 52, where she was celebrating her 16th birthday. And so many things they try to do, they try to make Supergirl into this 16-year-old girl, which would be great if everyone would stick to it. But most people don't draw her like a 16-year-old girl. In fact, even in this issue, they draw her more like a 13-year-old girl. So it's not, they kind of draw her super young looking sometimes, but then drawing her like a 20-something-year-old in other panels. So it's just very inconsistent. And even in the story of this, they flat out say Supergirl meets up with one of her old colleagues because she goes back to her hometown. And the colleague says that she just got a master's degree in fashion, I think it is. Yeah, totally forgettable. I think it was master's in fashion. So these aren't 14-year-olds. These aren't 15-year-olds. They don't get master's degrees, right? We're talking like they're like in their 20s, mid-20s even. And so kind of this mid-20 character of, oh, I gotta go visit my parents, or I gotta, you know, I'm in Superman's shadow. It just feels icky and off. You know, if you want to make her 16, struggling with herself and her identity and who she is, do it. But if you're saying she's like in her 20s, well then, who's been like doing some big superhero stuff for a long time now, you got to put on your big boy or your big girl Supergirl costume and get your act together. So anyways, I just felt this issue just felt flat in so many different ways. I liked the art style. Like it kind of had like the manga bright color kind of art style, which I thought really worked. if they would have just been a little bit more consistent in how old is Supergirl. Story-wise, though, nothing in this first issue to hook me into picking up the second issue, which is too bad because I was kind of hoping that she was going to branch off and do some stuff that was pretty cool. So that's my just quick thoughts as we continue the summer of Superman, getting ready for the big movie coming out on July 11th. Love to know your thoughts. Did you give this a read? Put it down in the comments, and until the next video, God bless.